Hello everyone, and welcome to the Missouri School Boards Association's Board Report for the month of March. We thank you for the opportunity to share some news and information during a few minutes of your board meeting. We begin with a look at the impact of tax abatement programs on local school districts in Missouri. A new report commissioned by the Kauffman Foundation finds Missouri school districts are losing about $3.5 billion in assessed valuation due to the use of tax increment financing and other tax abatement programs designed to encourage economic development. That reduction in assessed valuation of property means school districts statewide are losing at least $171 million in local revenue each year. The report was compiled by Park University professor and North Kansas City School Board member Dr. Terry Ward, who presented the findings at the recent MSBA Legislative Forum in Jefferson City. Ward says tax abatement laws need to be changed to allow school districts to have a greater say in granting such abatements and to prevent local property taxes designed to fund schools from being diverted to other purposes.
Why is it legal for the City Council to unilaterally decide that the voters' wishes when they approve taxes for schools or senior citizens or libraries are irrelevant? That they need to capture that money and use it to subsidize development rather than honoring the wishes of the voters who said, I'm willing to have my taxes increased to pay for schools or to pay for a sheltered workshop.
Ward says since school districts are largely dependent on property taxes for local funding, they stand to lose the most when tax abatements are granted in a community. During her remarks at the Legislative Forum, MSBA Executive Director Melissa Randall discussed the challenge of advocating for public education in a polarized political environment. She also emphasized the importance of rising above partisan politics when advocating for children.
We are not here to advance a particular party's agenda. We are simply here to advocate for children. And I think that is such a powerful message to share. There are things we agree with in both parties' platforms, and there's things we disagree with in both parties' platforms. But that's not our issue. Our issue is simply to advance what's best for children. And in our efforts to advocate for children, I want to be very clear with this. MSBA will vigorously oppose any efforts to undermine public education at the state and federal level.
More than 300 school board members and administrators attended the 2017 Legislative Forum in Jefferson City. Participants heard updates on pending legislation that could have an impact on local school districts and then had the opportunity to meet with their local legislators at the Capitol. A new feature of the Legislative Forum this year was the Student Showcase. Student groups from 16 school districts set up tables outside the House and Senate chambers in the Capitol and had the opportunity to share innovative programs in their districts with legislators and others. While there are numerous education issues being considered at the state level, there have also been some significant developments on the federal level, including the confirmation of school choice and voucher supporter Betsy DeVos as the new Secretary of Education. Two representatives of the National School Boards Association joined the MSBA Legislative Forum by video link to discuss federal issues. Kim Ritchie is the Managing Director of Federal Advocacy, and Deborah Rigsby is the Director of Federal Legislation for NSBA. Ritchie says NSBA is emphasizing there is already a great deal of choice for students within the public school system.
What we've realized is that members of Congress really don't have a clear concept of the existing choice options that are currently offered within public school districts and governed by public boards of education. Of course, we're talking about charter schools that are operated by school boards. We're talking about magnet programs, school programs that offer a focused curricula. So if you have a school site within your district that focuses on STEM education or focuses on the arts, we do believe that there is a misconception that there are not sufficient choice options for America's public school students. And so our first matter of advocacy really is to focus on the existing choice options that are currently offered by public school.
MSBA's Center for Public Education has issued an updated report on school voucher and choice programs. That report concludes such programs are not an effective way to improve public education. MSBA spring regional meetings are coming up in April and May. A meeting is held in each of MSBA's 17 regions in the state. It's a great opportunity to network with your colleagues from your area of the state and to share ideas. Topics for this year's spring regional meetings will vary by region. You can find out more about your regional meeting and register for the meeting by visiting the MSBA website. That's it for this month's edition of the MSBA Board Report. Thanks for allowing us to have some time at your board meeting, and so long from Columbia.